Here's my audience. Have you ever traveled 2,000 miles in one trip, potentially by car, plane, or train? Now imagine braving that trip via wagons and horseback, while also not knowing what the destination would look like. That is exactly what pioneers on the Oregon Trail did. The Oregon Trail was a treacherous but integral part of the United States history, and many pioneers sacrificed their lives for the benefit of their futures and ultimately the future of America. Without the discoveries made by the Oregon Trail, modern-day America would look extremely different than it does today. Westward expansion would have never occurred, and the 50 states that we now inhabit would be a no man's land. Through extensive research, I've collected information about the Oregon Trail and how it has shaped modern-day America. Today, I will be discussing what the Oregon Trail was, the dangers that pioneers faced while on the trail, and how it ultimately made the United States what it is today. To start things off, I will introduce what the Oregon Trail was. According to a webpage about the Oregon Trail on Wikipedia, the Oregon Trail was a 2,170-mile-long immigrant trail that was mostly used from 1846 to 1869 by travelers to get to new western land known as Oregon. While there were many reasons that people decided to travel westward towards Oregon, the main reasons, according to NebraskaStudies.org, included economic issues that troubled businessmen and farmers in the east. So the promise of free land and potential gold in the west tempted settlers to move away from the east and brave the westward expansion. Next, I will be discussing the dangers of the Oregon Trail. Without modern-day technology, the Oregon Trail was a treacherous journey that took the lives of many, for a variety of reasons. The most imminent danger on the Oregon Trail was disease. According to an article in the Oregon Encyclopedia, disease, especially cholera, was the greatest threat to travelers. Cholera comes from ingesting contaminated food or water, which is a common occurrence on the Oregon Trail. Access to safe food and water was highly limited. In addition to disease, the second greatest danger on the Oregon Trail were perhaps surprisingly accidents. These accidents included drownings, shootings, and accidents related to the travelers' horses. Accidents claimed the lives of many, and according to the Oregon-California Trail Association, 1 in 10 travelers died on the journey. While the Oregon Trail was a treacherous undertaking, it shaped modern-day America. And an article published on Britannica.com in 2023 explains that the first transcontinental railroad used the Oregon Trail as a guide. This increased accessibility to the western United States. Additionally, a 2022 article on History.com explains that the Oregon Trail went through Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming, Idaho, and finally Oregon. Without the Oregon Trail, the histories of these states would be greatly altered and they wouldn't exist as we know them today. The Oregon Trail, while a treacherous journey, served as an escape for struggling farmers and businessmen and provided them with opportunities for a new life and success in the West. Additionally, the Oregon Trail set the trajectory of the United States as we know it today and allowed us to expand our country to the western reaches of North America. While the Oregon Trail is a bite-sized piece of America's history, it ultimately transformed the United States into its modern-day self and serves as a representation of the relentless perseverance that Americans will go for the benefit of the future of our country.